Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode here on the Ironman profile. Today we're going to be doing something that you wouldn't really think would be helping towards our setup, but it's one of those things that you just kind of have to do eventually, and that is our equipment. We are going to be working towards getting a glowstone gauntlet with mana pool and mana regen and trying to upgrade that as much as possible. We're going to be crafting like over a stack of glowstone gauntlets, and I'm curious to see how far we can actually get with that. All this is going to be helping us towards our coming up Judgment Core grind, so we can grind for a Terminator. That should be coming really soon, so if you guys are excited for a term eventually, let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, if you're new here, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe, and let's get straight into today's episode. Before we get fully underway, if you do find yourself checking on the Hypixel store, don't forget to use my creator code Zach if you want to support the channel and the series. That is ZACH for an extra 5% off your purchase. There's currently a bunch of holiday sales going on in the Hypixel store, so it is genuinely the best time of year to check out on the Hypixel store, and using code Zach saves you an extra 5%, and I do greatly appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get right into today's episode. So before we go ahead and get too far into today's episode, something we did in the last video or so was actually get our hands on perfect sapphires. And these bad boys are finally done in the forge. It's now been those 20 hours at the time of recording this next clip. So we have 2 perfect sapphires done. We're going to go ahead and claim those. Let me go over to Warp Mines again, just so I can get to the gemstone grind. Actually, you know what? We're going to use the hex for this. I forgot that you can do this with gemstones as well. I need to get used to using the hex more, honestly. I really do. We have 2 finds on here. We're going to go ahead and take these off. 10,000 coins to take that off, 10,000 coins to take this one off. It's actually really cool. It shows you like every gemstone that can go in that slot, as well as like what you have. It's actually really clean. So we're going to go ahead and put a perfect sapphire in here. As you can see, it also shows the intelligence increase from a rough being +7, flawed +10, +12 from the find that we had on, then +20 from a flawless, and +30 from a perfect. That's actually really good. We're going to go ahead and apply our perfect sapphire in that first slot. And in the second slot, we're going to go ahead and do the same, giving us +60 intelligence just from our gemstones. And at the top, that just looks so clean with the 2 perfect sapphires. That is actually what it just looks so good. That looks so amazing. Okay, beautiful. That is another thing maxed out for our hype now. The gemstones are complete. That is genuinely beautiful. So the main goal for today is to actually work on our equipment, and more specifically, one that involves glowstone. The glowstone gauntlet. It's probably the easiest equipment piece to get. I have one here that's already vanquished. I only have experience 1 and speed 1 on it, and attributes can actually help a ton. And the reason why I want to look into this is because my Hyperion chews through a ton of mana. There are actually 2 attributes you can get on this or any equipment piece, known as mana pool and mana regen. These are super good when you're using a bunch of mana for like abilities such as my Hyperion. So my goal is to craft a ton of glowstone gauntlets to hope that we get some basically god rolls or mana pool, mana regeneration ones, combine as many together as possible, and kind of just go from there. I've had a cow minion down for a very long time, collecting me over 3 stacks of enchanted leather. I also had it down so I could get the red claw artifact finally. And for those of you who don't know, if we go into the mining collection here in the glowstone collection number 4, the glowstone gauntlet, very cheap to craft. It's literally like 20,000 coins worth of materials. It's 3 enchanted leather as well as 12 enchanted glowstone dust. So what I want to do is basically craft a stack worth of glowstone gauntlets. So we're going to try and craft 64 today and kind of see where that gets us, because I have about 3 stacks of enchanted leather. Maybe we'll craft a little bit extra with those extra pieces I have over the 3 stacks, but I need to mine about 12 stacks of enchanted glowstone dust, so this shouldn't take me too long. I'm going to basically hop into this vein right here, kind of just look around. This is by far probably one of the best spots if the server decides not to lag. Got my Skatha pet out, my mining setup on, I'm holding out my drill, and I also just went up another HP because I've mined over 2,000, I don't think that's updated actually, because I've mined over 4,000 glowstone. I've been mining glowstone for the last little while. I should actually have everything we need for it. However, I did actually mine a little bit more. Do I have my glowstone minion on me? I do. I mined a little bit more so that I can actually go ahead and make a quick little minion upgrade, I guess you could say. Oops, I didn't mean to exo that. So let's go ahead and grab out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks. And I'm slowly but surely working on all my minions. So 1 upgrade at a time, we're trying to max them all out. And for some reason, I can't put my glowstone minion in there. There we go. Glowstone minion tier 9. Let's go ahead and do that. That is beautiful. +4 Skyblock XP. That's what it's all about, baby. Beautiful. And we'll tuck that guy away. I think the next tier is when enchant glowstone blocks come in. I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and check out tier 10 of this thing. Yeah. Okay, 8 enchanted glowstone blocks, and then 16. So that'll have to come at a later date. We should have over 12 stacks of enchanted glowstone now. So let's go back to the island, set up a chest or two so we can actually keep these things organized and kind of try and attempt to do this efficiently. So in this chest in front of me, I do actually have all the materials that we need. 12 stacks of enchanted glowstone, 3 stacks of enchanted leather. Let's go ahead and just start putting some stuff into our inventory. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll grab about half the glowstone for now, and then we'll chip away at this as we go. I'm not sure how much inventory spam this is all going to be. There we go. We'll just fill the top hotbar, and we're going to go ahead and just start quick crafting these and kind of seeing what we get. So first one, dominance 1, lifeline 1, lifeline veteran. Okay, so obviously the goals here are mana regen and mana pool. That is honestly really all we're looking for. So far we haven't gotten either, which is a little concerning. We haven't gotten a single one of either, not to mention we do need a god roll, which will basically be our baseline. So there's a mana regen 1. Okay, that's nice to see at least one of those things. Another mana regen 1. Okay, mana pool 1. Okay, no god rolls in the first set. Let's go ahead and just dump everything in here. And then any that have something I want to keep. Like, I'm not really going to keep a veteran 1 or vitality and stuff like that because I won't really need them. Like, when I'm using these isn't, like, I'm really only going to be using these when I have my hype, and eventually I will aim to get better types of equipment, I guess you could say. So let's go ahead and keep crafting, though. Glowstone Gauntlet. Mana pool 1, okay. We really need that god roll, though. That's what we're looking for. Life regen. Mana pool again. Okay. Vitality. Dominance. Veteran and vitality. See, this would be nice on something else, but on a glowstone gauntlet, not. Mana pool 1, veteran 1. Honestly, I might save that. That's kind of attractive. Mana regen 1. We really need a god roll. There was another mana regen. Mana regen again. Okay, mana pool dominance. Speed 1, veteran. Dominance 1, speed 1. Lifeline speed. Mana regen dominance. Okay, and that's the halfway mark, and we haven't gotten the god roll yet. Okay, now it's time for the second half. Let's hope we can get a little bit luckier. Mana pool vitality. Okay, breeze dominance. Ender resistance. Nothing there. Mana pool vitality again. Breeze veteran. Mana regen. Okay. Breeze dominance. Mana regen veteran, that's like a good looking one, but obviously not the main two we're looking for. Mana pool there. Mana pool veteran again. Okay, nothing here. Lifeline undead. Arachno vitality. Breeze 1, veteran 1. Okay, I'm being teased by, like, there's some good combos here that would be really good on, like, other things, but not on what we're trying to do here. So let's put away the ones that don't have what we're looking for, obviously. Just trying to pay attention. Don't want to miss any by accident. Very possible. I'll probably scan through this chest again after the fact. We really need this god roll, though, and we're getting down to the end of our enchanted leather, which is when things start getting concerning. Speed 1, veteran 1. Mana regen again. Oh my goodness, how much enchanted leather was that? What did I just waste on a saddle? What did I just waste on a saddle? Saddle. Okay, it could be worse. It really could be worse. I'll go ahead and grab out the extra I had. Man, see that? Why do I do things like this? I mean, I guess I'll save it. It's a pet item. I'll put it on something eventually. Okay, anyways. Glowstone Gauntlet. Experience mana pool. Mana pool. Dominance veteran. Arachno veteran. Mana regen speed. We really need this. Oh, yes, there we go. Mana pool, mana regen. Okay, that is our god roll right there. Now, everything else we're going to use to, like, combine it on. Okay, so there's a mana pool. Nothing there. Mana pool. Mana pool again. Nothing there. Breeze 1, veteran 1. That's our last one, Arachno and Undead. Okay, oh my goodness. Just near the end, we actually got a Mana Pool 1 and a Mana Regen 1. That is genuinely huge. That is obviously what we're looking for. Let me sort these, and then we're going to start combining the ones that we want to keep, and who knows? I'm actually curious what level we can get these up to. Comment down below what high of tier attributes you think we can build this up to already. So here's what we ended up with. From the stack of them that we crafted, so we ended up crafting 64 glowstone gauntlets in total. We have 13 Mana Pool glowstone gauntlets, as well as 10 mana regen gauntlets. So I can't do the math in my head and figure out what I can combine that up to. I'm going to start combining these, trying to work this up. I'm also going to keep this mana pool veteran one. I don't know when I would use this. Maybe I will. I'll try and keep the veteran glowstone gauntlets I have as well. That could be interesting down the line. Let me know if this is actually worth keeping or if I'm kind of just wasting it on that. Part of me kind of just wants to use it as a mana pool. I do have another mana pool veteran in here as well, so obviously if I wanted to go get one again, I could. So honestly, just because I have mana pool, part of me wants to just toss up here. If we need it, we'll use it, honestly, and I won't save it, but part of me wants to save that just because I'm interested to see what we can do with that in the future. We have our glowstone gauntlet here though with mana pool 1, mana regen 1. Let me go ahead and start combining these up and see what we can get up to. So I've gone ahead and combined them all up. Honestly, I'm gonna see if I can get any more enchant leather. I don't know if I have any more in my minion because these are the extras. There's a mana pool 3 in here, a mana pool 2. If I can get another mana pool 2, I can turn this into a mana pool 4, which would then be able to make me get a mana pool 5 gauntlet. So what we're gonna go ahead and do though is go into attribute menu. I thought I should share the exciting part, I guess you can say. We're going to start by combining a mana pool 1 on our main gauntlet with another mana pool 1 for mana pool 2, just like so. And then we're going to do the same with mana regen. So now we're at mana pool 2, mana regen 2. Then we're going to go ahead and combine the mana pool 2 to make mana pool 3 mixed with the mana regen 2. So now we're at mana pool 3, mana regen 3. Then we're going to go ahead and add a mana pool 3 with what we have already to mana pool 4. And then same with the mana regeneration. So now we're going to be sitting at mana pool 4 and mana regen 4. So grants plus 80 intelligence and increases your mana regeneration by 4%. Now that is actually nothing to scoff at by any means. That's actually really, really good. We can almost get this to mana pool 5. And obviously these attributes do go up to 10, which is where things do get a little bit expensive, I guess you could say. I wish it kind of showed it there, but basically every attribute goes up to tier 10. So we aren't actually 40% of the way to maxing this, but obviously this isn't going to be our max equipment eventually. There's better equipment out there that hopefully I can get better attributes on, but these are just cheap to craft, so I thought I would go ahead and do that for today because this is actually going to help a ton. An extra 80 intelligence and increase your mana regeneration by 4% is genuinely a massive stat boost. Getting better equipment with mana pool and mana regen are actually super important for what we're trying to do. For those of you who don't know, all this stuff I've been doing to kind of improve my hype, as well as we were doing dragons the other day, while also getting kills in my Final Destination set, is because we want to go for a term here really soon. That's like the next big grind. Obviously, I want to get my hands on the 2 best weapons of the game, hype, which we now have, and then a terminator, and that basically means we'll be able to do every piece of content in the game, which is going to be super fun. But to do so, we need to be able to do RCM Void Glooms tier 4, and it's very difficult. So we're going to be trying it really, really soon here, but every little optimization we can do, such as getting a glowstone gauntlet with mana pool and mana regen, is going to help a ton when it comes to trying to grind for a core. So let me know if you guys can think of any other additions I should make to my setup besides kills on my Final Destination or something like that. Anything to my hype or what I should do for my pet, anything down below that will help us when we eventually go for Terminator here very soon. So please let me know in the comments down below. Hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's episode of the Iron Man profile though. If you guys did, don't forget to go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. Don't forget to use code Zach when checking out on the Hypixel store for an extra 5% off. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and peace out.